Boom. Hello guys! So, it's got to that point now in the Marvel Cinematic Universe where pretty much any detail that I can mention in a review could be considered a spoiler. And yeah, I just saw Avengers Infinity War last night and I came out of it with my buddy Valash, and the first thing I said to him is, I have absolutely no idea how I'm supposed to talk about this film without giving anything away. Okay, that is the challenge. So I decided I'm going to do two reviews. I'm going to do a spoiler-free one, which is this one, okay? It's just going to be a basic bread and butter review, you know, plot, what's good about it, what's bad about it, my overall thoughts on it. No major details because, yes, those details could be considered spoilerific, and I will save that for the spoilery review, which is coming to you soon, okay? So, Avengers Infinity War takes place pretty much after the events of Thor Ragnarok, and the tyrant Thanos, who's played by Josh Brolin, is on the hunt for the 6 Infinity Stones, which, if placed into his lovely gauntlet, will grant him the power to wipe out half the universe with just the snap of his fingers. I am going to be doing that for weeks. So yeah, the film might be called Avengers Infinity War, but really this is Thanos' film. A plot about finding 6 Infinity Stones might sound simplistic, but when you're juggling a cast of 30 plus characters, which you've gotten to know over the course of 10 years, over 19 films, all coming together for this one film in this Super Smash Bros. Juggernaut style way, the word simple is not one that you can use to describe this film. Because of the sheer quantity of characters, directors the Russo brothers have smartly divided Earth's mightiest heroes into different teams. So first up we have Iron Man, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, and about half of the Guardians of the Galaxy coming together, some meeting for the first time on Thanos' home planet of Titan. Then you've got Thor and half of the other Guardians, Rocket and Groot, embarking on a mission to find a weapon that's going to be strong enough to kill Thanos. And then finally you've got Chris Rogers, Bruce Banner, Black Widow, Falcon, Bucky, Black Panther, and Scarlet Witch all coming to Wakanda with Vision to try and get the Mind Stone out of his forehead before Thanos can get to it. Each segment is engaging, there's enough banter in each group to keep the humor levels quite high, despite the feeling of hopelessness that surrounds this film. Like, Doctor Strange and Tony Stark have like this battle of the egos, which is absolutely priceless, and then there's Spider-Man just on the sidelines chiming in with his adorable pop culture references, and then there's Thor repeatedly calling Rocket a rabbit, which never gets old, and watching Star-Lord feeling emasculated by being around Thor just had me chuckling. And the stuff in Wakanda probably lacks the most humor, but surprisingly, Danai Gurira's General Okoye has the funniest bits. She gives one character some seriously shady side-eye, and then there's another moment later in battle where she gets this really states the obvious bit of dialogue which had the audience roaring with laughter. And that wasn't the only moment that solicits reactions from the audience. I must have gasped like 3 or 4 times watching this. I think I maybe even let out a yelp. And yeah, there was even a mid-scene moment of applause happening. And yeah, I even cried. So yeah, I had all the feels. Holy crap, I knew that Marvel were gonna have to do something drastic or huge in order to make this film a hot property. But I massively underestimated just how far they would go. I can't possibly say any more, but I know everybody's going to want to talk about this film, particularly where it leaves us. And what makes Avengers Infinity War's payoff so satisfying is how masterfully complex its villain is. We've been building up to Thanos since the end of Avengers Assemble, and we've seen a plethora of villains come and go since then, few of which have made an impact. Action movies are only as good as their villains, and Josh Brolin's Thanos really does live up to the legend. He may be a tyrannical megalomaniac who's hell-bent on wiping out half the universe, but his reasons behind doing this make sense. There's only a finite number of resources in the universe, and not enough to go around. He fundamentally believes that by committing this all-inclusive universal genocide, that he's doing us a kindness and showing us mercy. Like any of history's cruelest dictators, he believes he's doing the right thing. Thanos actually says the hardest choices require the strongest wills. And he's even made more humanized through his relationship to his adopted daughter, Gamora, played by Zoe Saldana. We get flashbacks to her childhood and we learn that he does genuinely love her. There's conflict from within him and there's remorse in him as well. You even feel sympathetic towards him at times as well. And Josh Brolin has done a sensational job of capturing all these complex, conflicting emotions that are going on in him, and it's a fantastic performance. He still doesn't beat Loki or the Joker for me, but yeah, he's definitely cracked the top 10 best superhero villains of all time list. So what else is good about it? Well, the action is immense. Some of the camera work was a little bit jolty in places, particularly when it's like one-on-one, but the actual battle sequences are phenomenal, and you get all these shots from like pretty much every angle you can possibly think of. So yeah, in that sense, the Russo brothers have done an amazing job. I fanboyed so hard during so many action scenes in this film. And I have to give special mention to Tom Vaughan Lola, who played Ebony May, who's one of Thanos' Black Order henchmen. And yeah, he's both creepy and sadistic, completely brand new character, but holds his own against all these characters that are already well established. And yeah, he does a fantastic job of what he's given. And what about the faults of this film? Well, I will say that the other members of the Black Order are just, you know, kind of cardboard baddies, paper thin. There's not much to them compared to Ebony May. But yeah, they weren't very interesting. To be honest, I don't have too many other faults. You can make the argument that not enough of the main characters get enough screen time. But when you've got a 2.5 hour movie and 30 plus characters, not everyone's going to get the same amount of love. So yeah, I understand why some characters didn't get as much to do as others. And also some of the footage that was used in the trailer isn't actually in the end product. And I understand why for some of it, because if they'd have actually used some of the footage that's in the final product, then it would have given some spoilery stuff away or like ruined some moments for people, which were really cool. But then there's some other stuff like this shot that was used in the trailer, which is just really cool. But yeah, that wasn't in the end product. I was just like, I liked that shot and I was looking forward to seeing it, but okay. And I also do have a plot hole critique I want to talk about, but I know I can't talk about it in this review because, yeah, it's spoilerific, and yeah, I will talk about it in the spoiler review and say why it bothered me. So guys, to conclude, I had an absolutely amazing time watching Avengers Infinity War. This is the culmination of 10 years worth of build-up, and the Russo brothers have delivered a cinematic experience unlike anything else, okay? This is a landmark achievement. It's well-paced, and the tone is consistent and transitions smoothly from group to group. There's lots of laugh-out-loud moments, lots of fanboy payoff stuff that people will be so excited to see, and just insanely good action. It is a little bloated, but we all knew that going into this film. But considering what this film had to pull off, the most important thing is that it does work. I cheered, I whooped, I cried, I just had an amazing time in the cinema watching this. It left me speechless, but also hungry for more. I've got absolutely no idea where they're going to go next with this, but I'm so keen to see. Let's ask those 3 questions. Would I watch this again? Oh my god, yes. The first thing I said to my friend Valash when we left the cinema is, do you want to go see it again at the weekend? Oh my god, it was that good. I might actually go see this 3 times in the cinema. I haven't done that since the Dark Knight movie. That's how good it is. Would I recommend that you guys watch this? Well, I know you're going to, so yeah, that's kind of moot. And what score am I going to give it out of 10? Well, the entertainment levels are through the roof. Would I say it's my favorite Marvel movie? I wouldn't say that, but it's definitely one that I loved and I'm so excited to watch again. I do have a few issues with it, which I'll go into more detail in the spoiler review. So I think I'm going to give Avengers Infinity War a very, very awesome score of 9 out of 10. Go watch it. And my quick question for you guys today is, what did you think of Avengers Infinity War? There is a lot to talk about. What did you love about it? What didn't you like about it? Where do you think it's going to go? God, I have absolutely no idea, so I would love to know what your theories are. Whatever you think, be sure to let me know in the comment section below. And if you do like my videos, please don't forget to click that subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching, guys. For more things related to movies, TV, and popcorn culture, I'm Luke Giffield, and I'll see you next time.